Hey, good morning everyone. My name is George Kosch, and today is the 8th of March. Looks like spring is coming along quite nicely. If anybody has any questions during these workshops, just so you know, you can chat them in. Anything that you want, any information you want, or any questions that you have about any aspect of World Profit is welcome. Today is a wonderful day to start off showing you folks what I'm working on. Regarding CEC, MCC, so we're going to talk about that a little bit later, exactly what it is and how to get there, how to get your certification and everything like that. We're going to talk today also about, let's see what else we can find here. I'll open up my workshop notes. These are from last week. We're not going to do any of this today. Well, we can if you want, if people want to see that, but I wanted to focus on CEC, MCC. And then I also wanted to focus in on, let me just open this in a new tab here. Right up in here, we're going to talk a little about what World Profit's all about. Okay? First thing I want to do is welcome all of the new silver and of course the upgraded platinum members to our program. We're having a fantastic sales month, no doubt about that. And the important thing to do when you first arrive is, I'm going to grab another page here, yet another tab, and I'm going to direct you up to training here on the top menu. You want to make sure that you give this a couple of watches, take some notes, make sure you have paper and a pen. Take some notes down. Also download this ebook right here, which you can just click on and it'll come up in another tab. And how to make money with safe lists and exchanges. And it's not only that, it's got all kinds of tips and tricks and things in there that I think are important, especially things like JitBit and your daily checklist, opening up your email account, like whitelisting and things like that, are very important to do. To make sure that you receive our email that we send to you. And of course this will get you started in the program. I guess, you know, I've been shocked many times by looking at tech support tickets from people that think that they're doing the program. And I take a look at their ad tracker and at, you know, 1 or 2 clicks that they've done, and I always just say, well, what is it you're doing? You know, are you promoting your affiliate program, or are you referring to the World Profit program? Because when I see the ad tracker 0, I know they haven't gone in and done any of this stuff, even for their own affiliate programs. By that I mean you can use the cloak URLs here so you can track them, and they would still show up in the ad tracker, and I would say, oh, well, then you're doing fine. Okay, so these are the things that you need to make sure you go through. Is this very first video. It tells you a little bit about World Profit and what we do and how we do it all. And the fact of the matter is, safe lists and exchanges are completely free to join and send your promotions out to. They're groups of people just like you that want to get their information out. They want people to read it and they want people to join, of course, and you're like that, and everybody earns credits to be able to send their message out. And you know, your hope is that somebody will look at your landing page and sign up. The key to the whole thing working is that you send out a landing page or a squeeze page that offers them something for free, offers them some information, and doesn't make those ridiculous $10,000 a week claims. Those are a no-no. You know, make $1,000 your first day. That stuff, that's just in the past, right? That's like paying for a long distance call. You know, remember you used to have to pay to phone someone long distance? Like, wasn't that an absolute, you know, that's so 80s, you know? Oh, it's $1 a minute, I can't talk long. Well, these hyped up garbage sites that you see, they don't work anymore. They used to work. People fall for it, right? Oh, $500 on my first day? Oh, wow, yeah, great. So what we're what you try to do in the safe lists and the exchanges is send something that's sensible. And you get those ads right here. And honestly, let's look at a real ad. See what it looks like. This isn't asking for money. This isn't making an income claim. This is simply saying, we're going to let you put 5 URLs in. We've got, probably more than 5,500 sources now. But the bottom line is they can come in and get information. Okay, they can set up a 50,000 visitor account. That might take a year to get them, but they're real. I mean, they're actual, people clicking on pages and getting error pages and things. They go to that. They go to the to that area. Bottom line is, it's all free. Doesn't cost anything, and that's why these types of pages work. It's simple to look at this page, and you can see why. It's just give me your name and your email, and then they sign up. Now, when you have up here, find out how to make $10,000 a week. I mean, that's absolutely ridiculous. That's the most ridiculous claim, Sure, Tony Robbins makes $10,000 a week, right? Bill Gates makes $10,000 an hour. But to put that on a landing page, that's absurd. People look at that nowadays and they're like, come on, not another one, right? Not another one of these. So the idea with the safe list is to give out information, give out some credits, things where nobody's saying, oh, I'm going to have to, I'm going to make $1 million. Okay, that's why our landing pages are very effective when it comes to this type of advertising. Okay, does anybody have any questions about that? So, for the people that are new and the people that have been here for a while, I wanted to tell you a little bit about World Profit. And this is good because it goes on the recording, and it's good knowledge for people to have an understanding of where we came from and what we did. Sandy and I are the co-founders, and we started off in a kitchen table. It was an accident. I was in the military, and I'll show you the slide here so you can see. I was in the military. I went through military college and everything, and I got out, and I was a pilot instructor for 6 more years. So I did 10 years total. So I got a university degree in math and physics, and I instructed. I also flew search and rescue, and I got out. And when I got out, I was on 1 year of pay, because the military said if you get out early, they believe it or not, they had too many pilots. So I took early retirement, and the whole idea was that I got a year of pay. Plus I got all kinds of stuff for the deal. But the bottom line is I had a year. So I sat down, and when I was in the military, I had a laptop computer. Believe it or not, in 1992, I had a laptop computer. It cost a lot of money. Maybe Sandy isn't listening, but it was an expensive laptop. So I was the computer guy. So when I got out, I found out about this internet thing, and I was going to do BBS and all that stuff, but I was getting ready to do it, and I found out about the internet. I went to this company, Alberta Supernet, and they said, we can't get it to work. Not the internet, the connection to it with the modem. So I said, well, give me the disk, I'll play with it. Got it working. They gave me some space. So I set up a mall, very similar to the classified ads, like classified ad site that you guys see. It looked just like it, except it was very, basic. I'm not even sure if it's here anymore, but let's go take a look here at, actually, I'll show you this. You'll laugh at this. It'll be funny. worldprofit.com/malls. I think I still have them up. It's hard for me to take these down. I think I might have taken them down, though. Yeah, you know what? I did. Yeah. So I put these up instead, but it looked just the same as this, just not modern. Okay. And I got some emails from people saying, hey, do you want, how much would it cost to put up a link in your mall? And what would it cost for you to make me a page? So $200 here, $500 there, it started coming in. And that's how it all started. And then I hooked up with a guy, very intelligent guy, still one of the top people on the internet, David Papp. And he said, do you want a domain name? And I said, oh, that'd be an honor, because I was on albertasupernet.ab.ca for Alberta, Canada. And I said, I'd like a .com. So we came up with worldprofit.com. And that's when the malls went there and all this stuff happened. And then I said to David, could we get set up to sell domains? Because I'm selling web pages, but they're all on my domain. Done, bought some servers, $26,000 for my first server, got it all set up, got it all connected. Long story short, I'm going to take you through about 5 years here. We had a hosting business set up. We had email set up. We had plugins set up. We had what we have now. All we have now is just more modern of what we had back in 1994, 95, 96. Okay? And that's how it all started. And we were asked continuously in the very early days, could you cut me some money if I refer people to you? And then we developed an affiliate system. We didn't know it was called affiliate. I just looked at, we sat back and said, well, say that there's a person selling a car or, the dealership, right? How does that work? Well, they get a percentage. And how about real estate? So we based everything on that. We actually called our big package a show home. We still refer to it that way. It's the one where it's a 1-year package with everything, all the bells and whistles. So here we are today, 25 years later, and celebrating our 25th year, which is absolutely amazing, over 2 million people. Now, the 2 million people, there's 1 million of them that haven't logged in 6 to 8 months. They're still there on the list. They still receive the email. And occasionally, they come in and they buy, and they say, I've been watching you guys for years. I just never bought, so we never remove them. They stay on that list. Everything that you're seeing here in this write-up will sort of bring you up to date on what happened is as we grew, we realized list building was the key, and that promotion was the key, and that you had to build this list every single day of your life, non-stop. And then we ran into some affiliate programs like ClickBank, JVZoo, network marketing, and affiliate marketing. There's millions of them, like Amazon, right? Amazon's massive. That's why we called our free members associates. At first we just called them members. We called them leads. And then a few years later, I went to Amazon and they said, are you an Amazon associate? And I thought, maybe we'll call our free people associates. So there we go. Associates. Came from just going to Amazon years after we built the program that did the same thing, right? Sell our stuff and we'll pay you. We are very unique because of our live business center. That's the place when you log in and you see somebody in there and they wave at you and they talk to you and you type. So it's a video chat system. We've had that running now for almost 14 years at great expense. Why? Because we're all about support. I know how difficult this is. It's extremely complex if you don't go about it right. Sitting there and saying, okay, I want to get this site and I want to rank it in Google, those days are gone. If you want to do it, good luck. It takes a tremendous amount of skill to ramp up some site, selling a book or selling recipe book or something like that, or anything for that matter. People don't do it anymore for the most part, unless they're highly skilled. This system puts you in the driver's seat the first day because we can send you to safe listing exchanges and get you promoting. You can go to Facebook and you can promote. You can go to classified ad sites and you can post ads. It gives you something to do to generate leads. Okay? I wanted to talk to you, because I have this up here, I've been working away at this, these certificates, and this is something that I'm going to release probably on Sunday or Monday. I want to do a video to help people print these things, right? Like say that you wanted to take this and print it. This is for CEC, Certified E-Business Consultant, and it's a diploma that we have decided that we're able to give to people who have done 25, have achieved 25 signups of free members, meaning you come into the program, you watch the video, and I'm a visual kind of guy here, so I'm just going to draw this out for you, just so you have an understanding of what it's like. So you join the program, okay, you come in, you're all smiles and you're all happy, and you market and promote, you do your promotion landing pages, and as a result, you, in time, there's no time limit on it, you get 25 people to sign up through your postings. And as soon as you get your first sale, one sale, you are now CEC. Okay? CEC never goes away. Right? And that's when the system will direct you here when I finish my program, and you will have your certificate, and you can print it, or you could just have it in there, and you can minimize it or anything. I've also got some, boy, I got to keep track of my tabs here. We also have CEC, MCEC, which I'll explain to you. Okay, so the MCEC just says, okay, you got the 25, you got a sale. If you want to keep going with this, you get 25 plus 2 sales every 30 days. Okay, and that's the goal, is you're trying to get a consistent business going here, and that equals MCEC. Now, it could take longer than 30 days, which is fine, but the goal is 30. If it takes longer, that's fine. This just increments until you get your 2 upgrades. Then it resets. Okay, so as soon as you achieve this, it resets itself. Okay, and that's the important thing about MCEC, is this thing, you don't keep this. This is a status that you get for ongoing success. Okay, and if this reverts, it will revert back to CEC, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. It simply means that this is a way where we can say this person is in the business of the business. You're actually getting up in the morning and you're taking it seriously, and you're bringing in people, and you might be contacting them with call looping, prospect manager, and stuff like that. This is a tough thing to do, but it can be done. Okay? Consider this graduation. This is like you've graduated. You told me and you told Sandy that you know how to do this, that you've gone through the promotion, and this has happened, and it can take long. It could take 60 days, it could take 90 days, or it could take 5 days. Okay, so it's just there as a goal, right? So these things come up, and I've got some badges I'm working on. I think I've got MCC badges, which are not done yet, by the way. There they are. I'm still working on them. Okay, and these, you can pick whichever one you want, and you could put it on your website. I'll make sure that you can put it in through the affiliate management, affiliate center, things like that. Okay, but these are not done yet, but you're going to be able to display these if you have that, if you achieve that level. Okay? Does anybody have any questions about that? We'll have complete instructions. You can print these. These will be smaller too. Like I'll have whatever size you want. These are 650 by 650, but then they can be shrunk down to any size you want. Okay? You put them on your website. We'll figure out where to put them. Okay? Are there any questions about that? If there are, go ahead. A big hats off to the monitors. A special thank you to both Linda and Brian for all the work that you guys are doing, bringing on the new monitors. A couple of new monitors are coming online. Training is going very well. And of course, the Live Business Center is working great. We're really happy about communications going through there. Don't forget, if you want email for your domain, simply come into the member area here, scroll down, click on email. You can click on web-based email right there. And you won't have an account, so you click on setup instructions and you fill out a support ticket. And let me know what email you want. Now you can add emails, okay? You can go in here and add emails. I don't know what my password is. Let me see here. I know that let me just check here. I might be able to log in for you. Let me go over to my main site here. Just give me a sec here and I'll log in and I'll show you a few things that you could do with the email, which is really nice. Let's see here. There we are. So I'm under my Biz Builders account here. Let me go to my mailbox. And I think I can go in. I'm just going to change the password to something I can. I never remember my own password to this because it is a test account. George at Biz Builders 101, I think. Yeah, 101.com. So you can see this is pretend this is my silver package, bizbuilders101.com. And then you can hit the remember me. And what you can do in here is pretty neat. You can use any program like Postbox if you want to manage this. You don't have to use the web-based system. Okay, you don't have to, but you can see up here. You can add an account. Okay, so you can add an email account if you want, and you can have 5 of them. Good for safe lists and things like that. You've got access to your spam folder. You have an address book where you can put your contacts in. You are more than welcome. It's the same as Google Mail, but it's your own personal mail. You just type out a new message here. So you got all the bells and whistles in here. It's just absolutely incredible program. Okay. And again, over here you can add accounts. I wouldn't go crazy with it. I wouldn't add 25 accounts. I don't know why you would do that, because then you have to check them all. You're all set. And there's a test message I must have sent myself. Test. I think I did this last week actually. And when you're done in here, all you have to do is go back to the member area, and anytime you come back in, it'll manage your account. You'll just auto log in. Okay. Signature file. I kind of thought you could. No. No signature file. Contacts. I use JitBit for that anyways. I've never really. I don't know, what are the settings here? Settings. Yeah, that's interesting. Contacts. You can actually import contacts too if you want. I'm not quite sure, Brian. I don't know. You'd think you could, but I don't use signatures. I just use JitBit. SS11 or something, signature, or SI1 or something. I've really gotten to really enjoy JitBit. It's everything. It's an incredible program. I don't know how anybody could live without it. Are there any other questions about anything? So we've got Bobby Joe, I think, you do also. Yeah, the email service is for silver and platinum, yes. Speaking about email, when you go into the Prospect Manager, you can use paid email. They give you an account for free. It's under Email Commander. Go in here and you get set up with a place like SendGrid or Mailgun. Turbo SMTP is fine too, but I favor SendGrid. They're the best, and Mailgun. These are good. I will do the setup for you once you book an account. You say to me, George, you fill out a support ticket, and then I go in and I finish it. Well, the best part is you can, when you want to email somebody or you want to do anything, you can set it up so that it uses SendGrid. Okay, or whatever email. You just go in, as soon as you go to email, you can turn one of these on. And your messages will go out through these paid, they're not paid initially, but they give you a free test. I think SendGrid lets you have 1,000 emails a month or 2,000 emails a month at no charge. Okay, so it's very powerful, really good to have that type of capability. And you can set up custom letters in here. You can even have call looping where you can call loop somebody. All right. And yeah, welcome, Preston. Take your time with this stuff. This is a business platform. We've built this over 25 years now, and it does work. You just got to go slow with these things. My advice is Preston, to go up to training up here on the top menu and get started with this video here. Same thing if you go into Bootcamp training, it says start training here. It brings you to this video, same thing. And then you can see the Bootcamp lesson summary here. And this is just a summary of all of the lessons. You don't have to do them all. You can pick and choose in any order you want. All these things are doing is they're saying, really, when you go into our member area, it's kind of funny, right? You look in the member area, and it looks like this. You've got this, all these links up here, and then you've got all these categories and links over here, right? There's so many things. Well, each one of these has a lesson tied to it. So if you're interested in any area, when you actually go to the area, there will usually be a help video there. Okay, and if not, or you're confused, or you just want to learn about something, you can go into this area here and look up anything that you want. Okay? And Mary, yeah, exactly. SendGrid gives you 100 emails per day, which is great. You can actually go into SendGrid and see what's going on too. Here, let's go to my account. This is the one that we use for World Profit to send emails to the people that you bring in as associates. You probably, most of you probably didn't know that, but World Profit sends out a lot of email. And you can see here we have, so far for this month, which is not even 8 days, we've sent out 379,000 emails. And who do we send these to? Well, we send them to associates. We send them to new members. We send them to people who have a payment due. Okay? We also use another program called AuthSMTP. And we send email out through these, and you can see that we have 54,000. Our subscription is for 100,000 per month. These again are overdue payments, welcome messages, thanks for buying something. We pay money to send this email out. Okay, so I'll repeat that. These aren't free. We actually pay to send this money out. Okay, so if I was to say, well, I want to upgrade to the next thing, this thing will say, well, let's upgrade. Well, what's it cost? Well, it costs money. If you want to increase to 125,000 messages in a month, it's $40 more. That's more on top of what we have already paid, which is about $100. Okay, so both of these are used by World Profit. So when you say to me, do I need to email my associates? No, you don't need to email them anything. We send them email using our systems here, and you can see there we've got stuff constantly going out. All right, so we've got this. We handle spam reports, we clear our lists, everything. It's unbelievable. We've been using SendGrid for many, many years, and it's expensive, but it gets the mail in and gets the job done. And that's why I connected it to the Prospect Manager. Okay. Mary, I use SendGrid. We send out to SendGrid. And we also have our own mail server that is unlimited. But the problem with our mail server is it's not certified. To certify a mail server, it costs $30,000 a year. That's what you have to pay. And don't take my word for it. You can Google away, and you'll find out that if you actually want a certified mail server, it's $30,000. Now, what do we use our mail server for? Well, we have two of them. We use one of them for our safe lists and our traffic exchanges because we send out millions of emails. But we only accept Gmail. And Gmail accepts mail that we send out. And I have no problem with it. It's bulk mail. They actually classify it as bulk mail. And you go into Google and you say, I'm a bulk mailer. Right? So when you go somewhere like post Gmail servers, I think Gmail post server, we have bulk mail senders. To Gmail. I have an account where I want to send bulk mail, so you can go in here and you can, I'm not quite sure where their account area, bulk senders, and then you can go into the Postmaster tools right here, and you can see that I have a huge list of add a domain. There you go. So you see all of these here. These are all verified to be able to send bulk mail. Okay? Our mail servers have nothing to do with Google. We own them and we run them. But what you do is, if you know what you're doing, you can go into Google and you can see how many things we have. I've got to verify this one, but all these, they're all verified. Okay? And then you have to go through a procedure, and you can see we've had this one since 2016. So we're always adhering to these things. Okay? And Preston, if you have your own mail server, I wouldn't bother. I'd just use ours. We've gone through all the work. You don't need to, don't make things complicated. It's not necessary. Just use ours. Completely free. It's part of your program. You don't need to do any of that. We want you to focus on promotion. Promotion every single day. It's absolutely imperative. All right? So there's your tutorial on sending mail. Okay? A reminder that the classified ad plugin is completely free. How do you get it? You go to your member area, and down on the left menu here it says classified ads, and then it says classified ad plugin. You just click that, and if you haven't set them up yet, there'll be a little button. You just click it, and it's completely done. You don't have to do anything. Customize your image. You can select an image anytime for your classified ad, whatever you want. We've got them all. There we, say I want to do this one, airplane. Use that one, and suddenly that's what it looks like. So if I go to my site, my classified should load with my airplane. Isn't that fun? You can move the airplane around too if you want. Image height you can change. You can receive a notification anytime one of your associates comes in and posts an ad. All right? So that's just a reminder. Superstore Plugin, we've added images. So when somebody goes to your ClickBank store, it looks really cool. You go here, and they can see images when they go to the different, different parts of the site. So if I go here, dance, I guess, when you come up, you can see that there's images here. If you go to your ClickBank store and you don't see images, just fill out a support ticket and I'll give you the new version. There's no charge for it. Right? The other thing that I did was I updated the ClickBank Sales Manager. Every week I set it up so you can see the newest products that have been added. Okay, you can see 6th of March. So there's products added in here all the time, and I make sure that this thing is fresh for you to use. You can promote any of these things you want. You just click here and you can look, so you got some promotion that you can do here. This is totally up to you. It's ClickBank. They're one of the top places on the internet for making money and promoting things if you want. Okay, so it's totally up to you. A note that I thought would be important for all of you, actually before I get to that, I've got it written down. Monitors, are you monitors all awake? Wake up, I want to show you something. Just for monitors. Do you see this little refresh button here? Sometimes this gets out of date. Not out of date, just out of sync. You know, it doesn't synchronize. All you have to do is click this and watch this. It doesn't refresh the page. So if you're the monitor on duty here, you click this all you want. It just refreshes the list. Okay? Same thing as the video and audio page trackers. Sometimes you get to hit refresh a few times. That's all. See? It's just a little slow. I assume it will get better as time goes on. But all I can tell you is you can click this. It's just better than scrolling down and clicking that one. I left that one there. But you could just refresh it. Okay? So just so you know. All right. Next thing, I wanted to talk to you about your associates. When you bring associates into the program, what they do is they come in, and this is let's just refresh this, because this is a good thing to know. You've all signed up for things, right? If you haven't, you've been living under a rock, because everywhere you go, you got to sign up for something, including World Profit. So when a person comes in and they go to the sign up page, right, like one of the landing pages, they put their name in and they put their email in. Make sense so far? So they put in their name, George, and then they put their email address in, whatever it may be. And of course they are put on the membership list. They are now an associate. Okay, so they go on this list. Well, of course, we send them an email, right? Our little server over here, call this our mail server, MS, sits there and it says, oh, I got to send them a message. And in the message, it's just got a link they click to activate their account and to log in. So if they're there, they signed up, they get it. And again, we pay to send this. This isn't just bulk mail, it's actually registered mail, and they receive it, they click on it, and then they come into the member area, which is over here. Okay? So this is, you know, World Profit member area. They come in. Now, you got to ask yourself, so if the person doesn't click the link, what are they doing, right? They're probably waiting for the link, if they're real. Now you're thinking, well, maybe they missed the link. Well, that's okay. We send them links every couple of days. We just keep sending them because our system says they haven't clicked the activation link yet. So our system detects this and keeps sending this message to them through our paid mail. And the message gets through because our delivery rate's very high, 99.74%. Now you got to think, okay, 9.74% opened and 1.75% clicked. But still, that's a lot of delivered messages. And that's a lot of opens, right? You're getting 1,700 opens in 1 million emails. So under associates, you can see, if I get to my tab here, there we go. These are the people that never clicked that message that got sent. These are all test people, so they're not real. But if you look, you can see those are all X's. Is that a horrible thing? Well, no, not necessarily, unless the logins are 0 or 1. You know, 1's not very high. The people you want to focus on are the ones that have the logins and that are activated or not necessarily activated. They might not have bothered clicking that. I don't know why they wouldn't, but they don't. But if they've logged in 6 times, they're probably real. You can also, if you want, you can resend the activation email. I wouldn't waste my time doing that. You can if you want. I designed this so that it's there if you want to use it. But we send many reactivations out constantly. Okay? As a matter of fact, let's send one out right now, and I'll show you. Watch. So I go to here, and watch. I'll show you what we do. So you see how this says authenticate? I'm going to send out those messages in bulk to, I think, 15,000 people right now. Watch. See, you don't need to do it. That's what I'm trying to demonstrate to you now, is you don't need to send reactivations out. But what I want you to think is, why wouldn't a person who signed up for something log in or activate their account? Okay? And the reason is because they are fake. All right? The only way on the internet, I'm just going to let this run and we'll come back to it. The only way, the only procedure in existence on the internet right now to confirm, and I can prove this, when you go to your bank, right, you got set up. Everything was done through email. So what happens is when a person signs up, they put their email in, they are the only ones with access to click a link. Sent. Okay, so George, you know, George at whatever, George at Business Builders 101, I'm the one that can go in and click on this. You can't. A bot can't. No, nothing can. So it is the one remaining way that we can authenticate somebody and say they really signed up because they clicked the link in their email box. The other thing that people, you know, like Facebook does is they send you to your phone number. We don't do that because it's just crazy, right? I'm not going to send out 1 million text messages. But this is the telltale sign that somebody is not real. So, what do you take from this? If you're using a solo ad service and they sign up all these people and they log in 0 times, get a refund. If they don't activate, get a refund. Don't pay. Get your money back. Because this means that they're fake. Okay? Exactly. Guaranteed signups, garbage. Absolute garbage. So don't do it. Okay? No, it's not worth it. And as you can see, you see this? 10,000? Posting to 10,000. These are 10,000 emails that have not clicked the activation link. So when we tell you, and this is why I'm bringing this up, do you see right here where Sandy Hunter wrote this? Do you see the 2 million? Many of those are fake. Why don't we get rid of them? Well, we keep sending them emails. We do the best we can. And believe it or not, some of them actually get the email eventually, and they click and they come and they buy. And when you say to them, what happened? They just say, well, it went into spam, or I didn't know it was you. Bottom line is, it doesn't cost us a huge amount of money, so we keep them on our list. Yeah, that's just garbage, Kim. That's garbage. Just junk. You're not getting anything. Could you imagine? Unlimited hits. Now, it depends. If it's $15 for maybe a month, give it a try. It might work. You might get some hits. We have unlimited visitors accounts for very cheap, but they are bulk visitors. They're not high-end Google visitors, right? They're not from Facebook. And Steve Joyner says, should I remove them? No, I wouldn't. It's up to you if you want. You can easily remove anybody from your prospect manager. All you do is you just click these boxes, and then you can go down here and say delete. It's totally up to you. You don't have to. It's up to you. The bottom line, Kim, and if you really, I want to be totally honest with you. I want to tell you the honest truth here. Here is the typical customer. And Linda, I will thank you for saying this. There's two ways to go. There's the $8 way, or there's the Coveralls. This is the way I like to go. This is where you say to somebody, you're going to have to work 1 or 2 hours a day. You're going to have to learn. You're going to have to repeat. You're going to have to build, meaning you posted to 3 sites today. Let's make our goal 10. And this keeps going. It never ends. Ask Linda, ask the people that are working hard. This never ends. And it does require coveralls, and it requires work. The $8 people, fine. But that's all they do. So then they go to another site and spend 20. And then they go to another site and they spend 50. Now, they're looking, if this said 50 for 50 clicks, fine, that's money well spent. And I have videos on how to, if you want, fill out a support ticket and I'll send you my video on what you should spend money on. So you spend $50 on a login ad, fine. But don't go spending $20 on 250,000 or 2,500 signups. And don't go spending $8 on unlimited traffic for life. You see what I'm saying? You got to use common sense here. You got to say, okay, if I'm going to spend some money, is what I'm spending the money on realistic? All right? Now the Diamond Rotator, what I will beg you to do, Carlos, is watch the video. Because there's too much for me to explain to you about it. Go to the help video and watch the video. And I think you'll find out that our traffic is excellent. But do this. Do be this guy right here. Carlos, this is you. Carlos says, is it good traffic, yes or no? And I say, yes, it is. No, don't take that. Go watch the video. Do the work. Say to yourself, I'm going to sit down and I'm going to grab a pen and a paper. Put on the coveralls and do the research. Watch the video. Learn from the video. Don't be, yeah, is it good traffic? Well, yeah, it's good traffic, but that's not a good answer. The answer is go and absorb the video. Sit down at the computer and say to yourself, for this block of time, I'm not going to answer the phone. I'm not going to check email. I'm going to study and I'm going to learn what this is. And I assure you, if you go to one of these sites that says for $20, I'm going to give you 2,500 signups, this thing is going to, there's going to be an alarm bell going off saying, what? What are you talking about? That's not, that's absolutely ridiculous. Do what Linda does and introduce people to the concept of coveralls. That's what work is. And work, right? This is how it works. So there are good ways to spend money, and there are foolhardy ways to spend money. All right? If it's $8 and it's for 10 days, give it a try. It's realistic. They're saying $8, we'll give you a try, see if you like the traffic, see if it fits. But if it's $8 for whatever, a year of traffic or unlimited USA signups and all that crap, that's garbage. Okay? Yeah, Carlos, I know, absolutely. It is, because you will get burned if you're not careful. You will get burned. You have to be realistic. Right? And what I usually leave people off with is, I like to work backwards from a solution. Right? You're saying to yourself, okay, so what does it take to make, I don't know, $1,000 a month? Well, a surgeon makes, let's say, $10,000 a month. Okay, so to make 10 times 1,000, you have to be probably a surgeon that's 12 years in school at a cost of about, let's say 500,000. Okay, that's how much it costs to be a surgeon, roughly, right? All that schooling, 500,000 makes you 10,000 a month. So thinking this way, to make $1,000 on the internet is going to require work. Yeah, let's go backwards and say, so that's why the surgeon, this guy, is not doing this times 10. Because to do this requires work and time and effort. Now here's the kicker, Carlos. If you read your email and you read what many websites tell you, well, they say this is nonsense. You can make $10,000 a week with very little work. They don't want the coveralls and stuff. They make you believe that you're going to make $10,000 a week. Well, who wants to be a surgeon then? Why doesn't the surgeon, you should be on the phone and say, no, sign me up. I got to pay off my debt. What's this, 10,000 a week? No problem. So do you see? So if you think about things and you reverse engineer it, let's start with doing the 100 a month. Let's make that our goal and then go from there. Not, because if you want to do the $10,000 a month, there are some great schools out there. You can become an engineer and go to school for 4 years and get your engineering degree, then you get your P-Eng, and that's going to cost you about maybe $200,000 for that. And then you'll make your $5,000 a month or whatever. Okay, so let's be over here. Let's be realistic. Okay, so that's my little spiel. Are there any questions about that? Yeah, and it really does start with one sale. And Tanya, yeah, like I said about the Diamond Rotator, you can see the Diamond Rotator everywhere. It's on all of our sites, right? Like we put the Diamond Rotator everywhere. It's on social networks. Bill Carr is one of the people I buy advertising from. Jane Mark. Also, this is done through IBO. Right? So these are good quality traffic. Plus, if you go to worldprofit.com, we have ads running there, and we have ads running on all of our sites, like Traffic Center, you name it. All right? And of course, people see these widgets over here. So if you go to a person's site, some websites are running the widget, the Diamond Rotator widget on their website, right here. Many are, for that matter. And you can even see, let's just go, I got a few seconds left here, let's just go to my Google Analytics, and let's see what's happening. So if we go to Affiliate Link Blaster, that's just one. Let's go to there we are. So if we go in here, this is for the Diamond Rotator. Let's see what we got going here. So currently there's 27, users clicking. Last 7 days, 82,000 visits. Traffic is mainly from the US, Canada, the UK, a little bit from Russia and Egypt. We get tons of traffic. You can see the Diamond ad board, diamond, everything, right? And Bobby Joe says, how do we get the widgets? Yeah, you just go to your website management. You don't have to actually do any code or anything. You can just go to site settings, and if you scroll down, it will say, see where it says footer ad? You could just say rotating Diamond ad rotator, and then you click update. And you can go to your site and it'll, I have it in the footer area twice, obviously, because I put it in the affiliate center. This one here is manually done. You don't need to do this one. That's the one that's in the affiliate center. I don't want to confuse anybody. It's easier to just do it the way I showed you. But you can also put the code, the widget code. See this widget code here in the footer? I'll just get rid of it. I'll just turn it off. Watch. So I'm not showing it. So I save it. Now if you go to my site, it should only show up in the one spot. So if I hit refresh, let's see right here, it's only in the one spot. This is what I recommend. Is that way you don't have to do anything. You just click a button and save. Yes, Mary. Yeah, absolutely. We're everywhere. We've been doing this for 25 years, and honestly, it's mostly you folks that are doing what the training says to do, and you're putting ads everywhere. Somebody actually said to me, I think it was last week, I put ads in your site, and I'm getting views but not a lot of clicks. And I said, well, I can't force people to click on your banners, but the whole point is put your ads in 50 sites. Put your ads in 100 sites, right? Lee Shaw says he does 100 postings a day, right? You can do it, it just takes time to get really good at it, okay? So Delon says, do I need to send email? Never, not once, all done by us. What I would say, Delon, is after I post this bootcamp, it'll be posted, watch it again, because you missed the part where I talked about that. You just missed it, that's all. Okay, so you can find it under training, and you can also, it'll come in your email box. You'll get an email saying new training video just posted, and it'll be right here in about 2 hours. You'll see it. It'll say March the 8th. Okay, we post it in Facebook, post it on all of our blogs, everywhere. Okay. So Bobby Joe, if you want to create an affiliate widget, you would have to do that through whatever that program is. You have to go to their support people, ask them how to do that. All right. Okay, well, I want to thank everybody. We're having a, like I said, absolutely awesome sales month. Let me see who's in the lead here. Looks like Bruce Ray, Chizoba, Howard Martel, Lee Shaw, Linda, Victor. Looks like these, we're looking at, we've got 13 out of 20 on the list already. It's only 8 days, so people are doing great. And yeah, thanks to the monitors, especially you know, look at all these, look at all the hours going in here. If you're interested in becoming a monitor, just fill out a support ticket. We'll set you up. You can give it a try. There's no cost, no charge. You can read all about it right here under monitor area, monitor training. Give it a read. And if you're interested, fill out a support ticket. If you have questions, you can ask Linda or Brian. They're the supervisors. Okay? Great.